Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets back with another video a day till this channel hits 100K or maybe quitting YouTube. Honestly, this is video 38 and today has been a bit of a struggle. I actually have a whole bunch of video ideas that I could kind of make, but I just found myself thinking today's rough. So I'm just going to share exactly where I'm kind of at with my mindset. The first question is I'm posing to you guys, is the video a day working for the viewers? Because if people are following along and enjoying the part of me that's opening up and kind of sharing a little more about like who I am, which I know comes across way better in a daily type cadence as opposed to like polished pieces of content where you're like focused on what you're talking about. I'm looking at this saying, I don't think it's working, but I also am not sure. And I'm also stubborn enough to keep going with it. But my struggle today is I'm just starting to realize that this channel, it started out, I've been doing this for like 8-9 years now. And I've created kind of like an algorithm nightmare where I'm confident in the content that I create. I'm confident in my ability to put together good videos, but I'm also fully aware that the content is, it's all over the map. And I'm starting to question if I'm trying to do something that I think can happen way down the road, if I'm trying to do it sooner than what the algorithm is ready for. And it's actually something I really hate about YouTube is this whole like algorithm boogeyman. I hope, and I know actually that I have encouraged other creators to not fear the algorithm, but I also think that I am in the middle of seeing exactly what the algorithm does, the reality of it. It's like a test. So look, this channel started 8-9 years ago where I thought that I was going to be like really into tech. I've always been into tech, but pretty quickly realized like, nah, I don't know. I don't want to make my channel all about tech. So I started doing things with my truck, and I'm a tinkerer. I've always been that way, almost by necessity more than desire, about wrenching on my own vehicles, all that. So I was like, yeah, I'll start sharing that stuff. That started doing really well. And I found myself really into the truck stuff, but I also found myself like, how much can you do with your truck? How many different gadgets can you put on your truck and make videos about before you just kind of run out of stuff to talk about? So that was actually at a point where my channel was like making a decent amount of money, but I also made enough money in my full-time job as a construction project manager when I bought my 2018 Harley Davidson. And that was like at a time when it made sense for me personally to buy that bike because it was great for commuting back and forth to the office. It was great for the channel. It gave me something new to talk about. I picked up a bunch of motorcycle subscribers. But then I started noticing that when I would post motorcycle content that like truck people would bail, and then when I would post truck stuff, motorcycle people would bail. But I didn't care back then because I always viewed YouTube as something that I would do for me, because if I did it for me, it would come across on camera and people would relate to just a regular guy talking about regular things and like having multiple interests. So I never feared the algorithm. But I did notice that as I've kind of gone back and forth, the truck content always does really well. Makes a lot more sense. The market's way bigger than motorcycles. The side-by-side stuff does okay. Depends. Some things pick up traction, some don't. The GT4 RS video that I filmed, I couldn't believe that thing did so poorly because it was like, I thought it was really genuine content. Like regular guy goes out and rips a $160,000 supercar, because I personally feel like I watch a lot of other automotive content creators, and the ones who are constantly like racing around super expensive supercars, it just gets like repetitive and boring. So I've always tried to make sure you guys are seeing me doing things that are fun. And unfortunately, I think people like it, but I don't think the algorithm does. I think the algorithm has no idea what to do with my videos when they are published. I think when I have a very heavy motorcycle audience and I post a truck video, that's who it's showing it to. And some of those people are like, yeah, I don't know. And then the same thing, like no matter what I post, I don't think the algorithm knows what to do with it. And I'm starting to see that very, very clearly, but I also don't know if I care. So the question I'm posing to you guys, the viewers, the people of this channel that support all of this, the trolls who like to drop comments making fun of me, I love all of it. Honestly, this channel makes enough money to be able to laugh at the trolls who like are just mad at whatever they're mad about, but also it makes not enough money to be able to like stay humble and like kind of respect everybody. So I'm like in this really, what I consider to be like sweet spot, but I don't know what to do. So am I quitting YouTube? I'm not quitting YouTube. I don't know if I can continue with the daily stuff, but I'm temperature checking. I want to know, what do you guys think? Should I put my head down, continue with these dailies, and become a YouTuber? Will the algorithm allow me to become the YouTuber where people are here because of who I am, not the thing that I'm talking about? Because honestly, one thing I don't want to become is the mouthpiece for an industry. I don't want to become the guy who people only watch because he talks about trucks. I don't want to become the guy that people only watch because he talks about motorcycles. I want people here because they care about what I have to say about these things and are also interested about what I have to say about other things, because I hate how the algorithm, honestly, I hate it. I truly hate it. Makes people have to do one thing and just beat that drum forever, because I know that nobody is that passionate about anything. Very few people are that passionate about anything to continue talking about it forever. And I have seen creators that I love, large creators, who stay in their lane and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But I see it on their face that there's like this, the genuine feeling of what they started doing to where they are today isn't the same feeling, and I don't want to ever feel that way. So let me know in the comments down below. Should I continue video a day until we hit 100K? I'm a pretty resilient dude. I will put my head down and do the work to get there, but I'm also human and start questioning, like, do the people care? And I want to make sure that I'm kind of doing this in a way where I'm respecting what the people want, but also staying true to myself. And that's a juggle that 38 videos in has been so clear to me in a way that it had never been as I've been doing this journey. That there's this balance of staying true to myself and staying true to the audience, that when you're doing a video a day, you kind of have to just put your head down and do what you want to do. But does the audience care? I don't know. And I'm trying to do YouTube my own way. I'm trying to make this as hard-headed as I possibly can to be relatable. I want you watching this video to think, maybe I can charge a stupid camera on my credit card and go and start making YouTube videos about anything and have it take traction. I think my channel already proves that. My channel already is successful. 75,000 subscribers is something that like most people will never get to, because they don't have the grit to go through these moments of like, I can't do it. And there's a lot of them. The first 100 subscribers, the first 1,000, the first 10,000, the first negative comment, the first positive comment. It's this roller coaster that never ends. And I want you guys to feel that. I want you guys to understand that. And I want to take you along for the ride with me on this journey. But I'm interested to know what you guys think. So drop a comment down below. I'm not quitting YouTube. Do I quit the dailies? Do you guys like the dailies? And don't answer that I should do what I want to do that makes me I want to know what you guys, the viewer, what do you want me to do? Not that I'm going to just blindly follow what YouTube comments, but I want to know what you guys want out of this channel. Let me know in the comments down below. Again, this will be probably the most engaged in YouTube comments, which I'm already pretty darn engaged with, that I probably ever have been. Let me know. I have enough ideas to keep the video a day going for a while. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be curious to know what the comment section has to say here, if it has anything to say at all. Does the algorithm even surface this video to my subscribers? Who knows? That's another thing with YouTube that's really difficult for, I think, people to understand. Just because you're subscribed to a channel doesn't mean you're surfaced to their content, because YouTube switched to this algorithm of like recommending what they think you want to watch as opposed to what you've told it you do want to watch, which I think is insane. But I don't make the rules. I'm just part of the entire ecosystem here, and I kind of fall in like where it is what it is. With that said, this is definitely a little bit more like raw, real, 38 videos in. This is how I'm feeling today. Let me know in the comments down below, what should I do? So with that said, thank you guys very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. See you guys next time.